High School Dilemma, written by Kwame Boatman and read by Della Doreen. This is a work of fiction. Unless otherwise indicated, all the names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents in this book are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. This book is not to be used for commercial purposes. No portion of this book may be reproduced in any form without written permission from the publisher or author. It was during break time that their conversation began. That was in the visual arts class in high school. They are two friends, both from Cape Coast. One was tall and quick-tempered. His name was John Darcy and has been preaching of quitting school for the past 2 months. Nobody knows why he is still on campus. The other one wasn't that tall, but calm and tolerant. His name was Kojo Hansen. He was interested in stories more than drawing. His friends wonder why he's not in the general art class. He always wants to discuss movies and general topics with his friends. They both had some things in common. They are visual art students in Form 4, both graphic design students, speak Fanti, and aspire to enter KNUST to further their studies. What they didn't have in common was the response to a casual question that Hansen asked. The casual question was, if you had 10,000 Ghana cedis right now, what would you do? Darcy didn't think twice. He spat out a response. I'll quit school and leave campus. He received a quick why from Kojo Hansen. Darcy threw back another question. Why are you schooling in the first place? He didn't wait for the obvious answer and continued. Isn't money the reason you are studying? If I get that money now, I'll quit. Hansen had no rebuttal. He also knew that reason. A reason that was not his. It was a reason his parents had. A reason all his friends back home and other community members had. Like a system, it was a reason the entire society had for its young ones. If you want to be successful, go to school, get a job, and start making money. Every person in society needs money. To Hansen and Darcy, that's the reason they are schooling, to get a job and start making money. Almost everyone who talks to them about success ties it to passing their WASSCE. Before they can start making money, they understand they must pass the impending WASSCE. They didn't have time to think about why it's necessary to pass the exam before they can start making money. Learning was difficult for many reasons. First, the load of the curriculum was already a burden on the teachers. Second, cramming and regurgitating were not their thing. Third, they saw no relevance to most of the subjects they are learning in relation to what they want to become in future, if they knew at all. Also, passing the exams is pure luck. Forget about whether you learn so much or not. As WASSCE candidates, they are expected to remember almost everything they have learned from all 8 subjects for the last 4 years, even though not all subjects will have questions featured in the exams. They know that to pass exams, you don't need to learn everything. You can't help but learn from key topics. Sometimes, what you learn will drop in the exams. At other times, what you couldn't learn drops. You don't have an excuse if you fail the exams. You just didn't learn. Of course, some students do well to learn everything that comes in the exams, but they come to tell of their experience of going blank in the exam room. The 2 friends had a short time this break to reflect on what has been preached to them all their lives. That to be successful, you need to go to school, and that's why they are there. However, making money has nothing to do with school. And that's a realization that their conscience is fighting against, preventing them from accepting that lurking idea or fact. Darcy said, "My mom owns a provision shop in Kotokraba Market, and she makes money every single day. She hasn't seen the inside of a school before." Hansen knew he was right. He has visited Darcy at his mother's store before, during one vacation when Darcy was attending it. It was quite a big store, and Darcy's mother needed extra hands to sell. Hansen then gave a quick review of himself. His mother is also a trader. She owns a small vegetable store. Hansen has been making money for his mother by going to sell vegetables in the community before entering high school. His mom also makes money every day. It doesn't matter how much. That was not something he needed to think about now. Darcy was making unacceptable sense. He was the only one who conceived this idea. And if that gets out to the other students, he will be mocked. But Hansen had food for thought. Not to quit school, but to find a different reason to give if he was asked why he was schooling. And that was tough. Schooling to make money in the future is one of the reasons. Are you studying to become a graphic designer? That was another question to him. He has already established that he could be a better graphic designer within 6 months if he took an apprenticeship with a designer in his locality. That guy didn't go to school, but he is renowned for his classic artwork, t-shirt printing, painting, and other works that bring him money. That guy has already established himself and has set up a grocery store for his wife with some of the earnings from the contracts he receives. So, Hansen is out of reasons for schooling. He knows they have both learned how to learn already. Acquiring knowledge wasn't something so difficult for them. His next assignment was to find out why he was schooling. Not that he doesn't know, but a reason he can give others, and maybe one that he can give to Darcy to make him stay in school. This ends our story. If you found it interesting, kindly show your support by liking and sharing, You can also share your thoughts in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.